Troy was not falling slowly. Troy was not falling slowly. It was being erased. Flames swallowed the sky. Smoke turned night into darkness. And the great city, once feared by kingdoms, was now collapsing under its own legend. The gates had fallen. The walls had been breached. The enemy was already inside. The Trojan horse was never a gift. It was a door, and that door had been opened. But that night, something impossible happened. Not a god, not a warrior of Troy, not a Greek hero. Something else.
Hold the line!
A figure stepped through the fire.
Take them down!
Slow,
We can't let them
calm,
through!
unshaken. A soldier. From a time that did not exist yet. A skeleton, wearing modern SWAT armor, black gear, heavy boots, a weapon no one understood, and behind the
Mission
mask,
start!
glowing eyes, cold, focused, watching everything. He didn't speak, he didn't hesitate, because he already knew why he was here. He moved like a shadow through chaos, across rooftops burning under his feet, through streets filled with screams, past soldiers who never even saw him coming, where swords clashed. His weapon thundered, loud, fast, final,
Stay with me.
where
We have to
arrows
move.
filled the air.
The pain is too
He shifted,
We go now.
dodged,
Together then.
kept moving. No fear, no confusion, only mission to the Trojans. He was something unnatural to the Greeks. He was something worse. But this wasn't his war. He wasn't here to save the city. He was here for one life. Deep inside the ruins of Troy
Acquired.
lay the
Moving to
last
breach.
prince,
Copy. Flank secure.
broken,
Push forward.
bleeding,
No survivors.
surrounded by enemies who had already decided his fate. The skeleton saw him, and in that moment, everything narrowed. No more chaos, no more war, just a target. Gunfire cut through the night, sharp, controlled, precise, one by one. The soldiers fell. Confusion spread instantly. No one understood what they were seeing. No one had time to react. And before the dust could settle,
What that?
he was already there.
Who
He
done
lifted
this?
the prince, weightless in his arms,
I can't zoom out.
fragile compared to the storm around them. Then he turned and vanished back into the flames. Now the mission had changed. It was no longer about reaching the prince. It was about escaping. Every second
Stay
mattered.
with me. We're almost through.
The city was collapsing faster now.
Yes, you can.
Walls
Move.
cracking,
My leg is
roofs
broken. I
falling,
got you. Hold
fire
on.
spreading
I
like
got
it was
you.
alive.
Hold on.
He moved through narrow alleys, fast, silent, precise. An arrow sliced past his head. Another struck stone beside him. Too close. They were
Clearing the
learning.
breach. Move.
They were adapting. They were
Taking
hunting
fire.
him now.
Suppressing.
He
Pushing
reached a
through.
doorway,
Almost there.
kicked it open, and disappeared inside. Darkness, stillness, only the sound of fire outside. He placed the prince down, quickly checking him. Still alive, still breathing, barely
Move out.
outside.
Copy,
Footsteps,
eyes open.
voices,
Left flank.
closer
Cover the
now.
opening.
The skeleton
Forward.
stayed still,
Push.
listening, calculating. Then, a faint glow appeared in his hand. A device from another world. A plan. Forming instantly. No time left. He stepped back into the fire, and everything accelerated. A flash. Blinding light exploded across the street. Enemies staggered, eyes burning, weapons dropping. He moved through them like they weren't even there, up walls, across rooftops, jumping between buildings as flames climbed higher. The prince in his arms, barely conscious. The city behind him, already gone. The chase had begun. They followed him relentlessly. Through smoke, through fire, through collapsing streets. Shadows chasing something they couldn't understand. A building collapsed.
Fall back. It's collapsing.
He slid under falling debris. Dust exploded around him. He didn't stop. A bridge cracked beneath his feet, then shattered behind him, cutting off pursuit. No way back, only forward. Then he saw it. The Trojan horse, the beginning of the end. He slowed, just slightly. Something
Who are
wasn't
you?
right. He stepped inside.
I won't go down
Darkness
without a
swallowed him.
fight.
Wood creaked,
struggle is
air
futile.
thick with heat.
We'll see about
Silence. Then, movement. Too late. They were already inside. Waiting, watching, a trap. Inside a trap. No space, no distance, no escape, only combat. Steel met force. Bodies collided in tight darkness. Every move mattered. Every mistake meant death. The fire began to spread. The horse was burning, heat rising fast, walls cracking. Time running out again, but he kept fighting. One by one, they fell until only fire remained. The structure started collapsing, and in one final moment, he made his move. He broke through the wooden wall. Exploding out into the night, fire followed him, debris falling behind him, the horse collapsing into flames, the city beyond, completely lost, but the mission was still alive. He moved forward, step by step, through smoke, through ash, through the end of Troy itself, until finally, he crossed beyond the gates. Silence. He placed the prince down, carefully. The prince opened his eyes, weak, confused, alive. Behind them, Troy burned,